Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to open your mind and expand your soul. It's about to happen in 3, 2, 1. Here he is, Paul Santisi.
Hello. This is Paul Santisi, and I really like that intro. It has this wild and futuristic vibe to it. And I'll tell you a fascinating story about that intro in just a minute. Okay, here we go. I am excited. This is podcast number 3, and I am Paul Santisi. And real quick, folks, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for making the first 2 podcasts such a huge success. So many views, so many downloads, and so many positive comments. So if this is your first time tuning in, go back and make sure you listen to podcast number 1 and number 2, as we covered some powerful information that you will find tremendous value in applying into your life. And folks, these podcasts, these are a lot of fun. These are live, these are raw, these are recorded in one take, one shot. There is no editing or scripting. We are simply capturing the moment of expansion. And each podcast is different. We pick a topic and we run with it, like I said, in the moment for a few minutes. And I share with you some information based on real life experience. And then I will tell you how you can get your hands on some free stuff. And as you know by now, folks, I love to give away free content. And you will love this week's free stuff that I will share with you in just a few minutes. It will tie into this topic wonderfully. And that is the intention of each podcast, is to share life-enhancing information to assist you to become a better person in all areas of your life. And on this podcast, we're going to talk about, there's 2 words that you must attach to your goals, your dreams, and your chief aim. And most people never attach these 2 words because they never learn what you're about to learn. And that's why 95% of people fail. That's why 95% of people say that the law of attraction is a scam. How can the law of attraction be a scam? Folks, you've been using the law of attraction far before you decided to become physical. So how can it be a scam? You've just been using it the wrong way, and you're not impressed with the results it's giving you. Oh, that must be a scam. Folks, seriously, come on. It's time we all rise up a little bit and apply some logic here. Anyways, there's 2 words that you must attach to your goals, dreams, and your chief aim. And if you don't, you'll never get the desirable results that you're after. Okay? Before we dig into that, I want to share with you a quick story on the intro. And I'm going to play the intro right now, and we're going to talk about this real quick.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to open your mind and expand your soul. It's about to happen in 3, 2, 1. Here he is, Paul Santisi.
Okay, so this intro, I was on a website where people offer their services. And I was just looking through dozens and dozens of people who were offering their services to make these types of intros. And I found this fella. I liked his work, so I placed an order. I didn't know who he was, had no idea where he was. I just liked his demo and placed an order based on that. And in the instructions, I was telling him what I wanted. And I gave him a couple of tips on how to apply his intention into these intros in a very similar way that I set my intention, and that's for all of you to feel better about yourself. That way we're all kind of pulling from the same handle, okay? And this was his response. Again, I had no clue who this fellow was. Just a random person. His response was, "Thank you for ordering, and I will put my all into doing these. I am already familiar with your work as I've been using your guided meditations for over a year and as recently as last night. He went on to say how they have helped him more than I could ever know. And he said, and this is still amazingly shocking that you found me through here. And he also said, I know the high standard of your work, and I will meet that task. Folks, this is amazing. Here I am, some random guy on a random website, purchasing from another random person who just happens to be very, very familiar with my work and all of us in what we're doing. And I shared with him a little element of intention, and now we've connected further. We're going to become friends, and now he's part of this collective pot of energetic awesomeness that makes up all of us. Fantastic how the universe works. Fantastic. And I'm very humbled by this. And I just wanted to share this with you because, folks, we're all connected. And I'm not creating this audio and you're not listening to this audio by chance. Folks, it's the law of attraction in motion, connecting more like thoughts to more like thoughts. And remember how the universe works, how the law of attraction works. Like creates like, and it lines up people, situations, circumstances, and events to give you more of how you're feeling. Okay, let's get to it. So, what are the 2 words that you must attach to your goals, dreams, and chief aim to speed up your ability to manifest? Are you ready? You may want to write this down. Magnificent obsession. Magnificent obsession. Magnificent, magnificent, magnificent obsession are the 2 words. Now, that sounds awesome. That sounds intense. That sounds fantastic. But what the heck is an obsession? I've heard of it, but truly, what is an obsession? What does that mean? An obsession is simple. It's something that you think about all the time. And I'll share with you this story. A few years ago, I had the opportunity to visit and sit with country music superstar Roy Clark. And many of you recognize that name instantly. If you don't, Google or YouTube him, and you will see just what a magnificent soul this guy is. Anyways, Roy Clark is one of the most well-known musicians, country singers of all time. He has sold tens and tens of millions of records worldwide over the past 6 decades. And I was fortunate enough to visit with him. And when I was visiting with him at his office that day in Oklahoma, I asked him, I said, Roy, how did you become who you are today? Because I was looking around his office, folks. There was awards. There was Grand Ole Opry awards. There was pictures of private jets. There was pictures of him with celebrities and presidents and world leaders and on stage in front of hundreds of thousands of people. It was mind-blowing to me. And I said, how did you become who you are today, Roy? And his answer, folks, it was priceless. He told me that he had such an obsession. He told me that he had such an obsession, there's that word again, to play music from an early age. He said that he began out by building his own guitar out of string and wood. And he said he played that until his parents finally gave in and bought him his first guitar as a young boy. And he went on to tell me that he would play the guitar until his fingers bled, literally. And he also said that he would even go as far as soaking his fingers in ice water, because he said if his fingertips were numb and he could not feel the pain, he could keep playing and creating music. That is how obsessed he was, folks. And during our time together that day, he used the word obsessed hundreds of times when sharing his life experiences. And I noticed he kept saying this word, so every time he said it, I would draw a little line on the piece of paper that I was taking notes on. And if you paid attention to what I talk about often, yes, folks, it was a white piece of paper and it was a pen with blue ink, and I still have it to this day. So thank you very much for that, for those of you who paid attention. If not, folks, anytime you write down your goals, dreams, wants, desires, whatever it is, must be white paper, must be a pen with blue ink, and there's other audios that explain reasons why. Anyways, he told me that all of his life goals came true because he became obsessed. He had a magnificent obsession with what he wanted, and he was obsessed with who he wanted to become. He saw it in his mind. He attached emotion to it, and he felt good when he focused on it. He was obsessed. He was obsessed. He was obsessed. Think about that for a moment. Now let me ask you, are you obsessed with anything? Are you obsessed with anything in your life? Do you have a burning desire for anything? If you do, how often do you focus on it? How do you feel when you think about it? Think about that, folks. How do you feel when you think about it? Are you obsessed? Is it a burn? Do you feel amazing when you think about it? Remember, we talked about this before. We talked about The Strangest Secret. And The Strangest Secret was an audio by Earl Nightingale that was released in the 1960s. And I highly recommend that you Google it and listen to it over and over and over again. But on that audio, Earl Nightingale revealed that the strangest secret is you become what you think about. You become what you think about most of the time. So let me ask you this right now. What are you thinking about most of the time? What are you thinking about right now? What do you think about first thing upon waking up each day? What are you thinking about in the shower? What are you thinking about during the day? What are you thinking about right before you fall asleep? What you want? Who you want to become? Or what you don't want? You must be obsessed. You must be obsessed. You must be obsessed with what you want and who you want to become. Folks, there is no time to waste on hoping, wondering, or wishing, folks. There's no time at all to waste on hoping, wondering, or wishing. You must be obsessed. You must have a magnificent obsession with something. You must think about what you want all day long. Every waking moment, you are focused on it and you are obsessed with your goals and dreams. You can smell it, you can taste it, you can feel it, you can touch it. It's real to you. Because when you are obsessed with something, what happens is the law of attraction, it feels your command and it hand delivers to you anything and everything that you're asking for. Folks, it has to without question. It's how it works. The magic, hopefully now, after that little positive explanation or rant we just went on together, hopefully you are now fully aware of what you are creating in your life. Now, go take action on it, knowing that your magnificent obsession is being delivered to you. Think about this, folks. This is it. This is the missing element that you must apply in order to make your dreams come true. It's it. It's how it works. Because remember, the law of attraction, when you clarify what you want and you become obsessed, a magnificent obsession with something, doesn't matter what it is, the law of attraction will provide you people, situations, circumstances, and events that will give you more of what you're obsessed with. It's just how it works. It's not me making this up. This is not sound good information. This is not made up logic or fluff. Folks, I'm not a guru. I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm someone who's learned this information. I've applied it, and I'm teaching it back to you through real life personal experience. So the energetic support, the encouragement, the empathy, the love, it's attached to it. It's resonating through you. It's raising your vibration just by listening. Another story I want to share with you. This is a good one. I have to go back and remember this in the moment here, but I think I'll be able to. When I was in college, I attended culinary school. It was a local culinary school. It was a 2-year program. And my intention was to go eat for a couple years while I figured out how to own my own business. it was really never to have a career or a lifetime career in the food service industry. Okay? Before I went to this culinary school, I was obsessed with owning my own business. I was obsessed with owning my own business. And I tried hundreds of different businesses when I was younger. And I learned so much about what worked and what didn't work and who I should listen to. And like I've said before, I listened to a lot of the wrong people. Anyways, fast forward a couple years. In English class, our first assignment before graduation, our last final assignment before graduation was to create a resume to go get a job after we finish school, right? You go to culinary school, you want to get a job. So the assignment was to create a resume. Well, I had a challenge with this because, I wanted to own my own business. I wanted to work for myself. I did not want to get a job. So I approached the teacher and I said, I cannot complete this assignment because I do not want someone to give me a job. I told her, I said, look, I want to own my own business. And she said to me, she looked at me and she said, Paul, don't you think you need something to fall back on in case you fail? And that didn't make any sense to me because I was reading the books, listening to Napoleon Hill and Think and Grow Rich and listening to courses by Earl Nightingale. And I had a different method of thinking, going back then, 20 plus years now. And I looked at her and I said, I'm obsessed and I know what I want. So if I have something to fall back on, I will always have a reason to fail. And she just kind of looked at me and I just kind of looked at her. I said nothing. She said nothing. I then took that piece of paper and I wrote my name on the top of it. And I handed it to her and I left. Folks, I got a B+ on that paper that day. And I've never looked back since. You see, I didn't give myself a reason to fail. I didn't say, yeah, you're right. I better make a resume in case I need a job. I had a magnificent obsession to work for myself. And I wouldn't even engage in the activity of creating a resume because I didn't want to give myself that vibrational, I didn't want to put that energy out into the universe from myself that I potentially had the possibility of failing. I had a magnificent obsession with working on my own and owning my own business. And I've never looked back since. And I share this story with you just to prove a point. You got to clarify what you want. You got to clarify who you want to become. That doesn't mean it's all apples and oranges and peachy rainbows every day, folks. No. If anything, you got to learn how to pick yourself back up more than the average person. But at the end of the day, it is absolutely worth it. Not in so much the terms of what you can buy financially or materialistically, but it's who you become for yourself. That's key. So you must have a magnificent obsession with something, okay? And it doesn't matter what it is. Like I said, some of you, it's materialistic. Some of you, it's a healthy lifestyle. Some of you, it's simply you just want more ways to be appreciative for life. Folks, there's no right or wrong way. I'm telling you. Get a magnificent obsession for something and start there. Remember, you can change and edify. You can change, modify, and add and take away to this at any time in life, okay? It's an ongoing process. But you want to keep clarifying what you want and what you can become obsessed with, and you want to keep clarifying it until you can nail it down to a feeling. That's really key. And the feeling, you must feel good about it, okay? And you know what? This gives me a good idea. I think this is what we're going to do. This is what I want to give you for free at the end of each podcast. As you know, I give something away free during each one. And not sure if you know about this or not, but either way, I have recorded a 5 CD audio course titled Thoughts versus Failings. And this audio course, I want you to have it for free. This will help you to clarify your wants and goals. This will clarify your thoughts versus your feelings. See, a lot of you think that you have to think positive to feel better, and it's actually the opposite. You want to focus on how you feel first, and then like-minded thoughts will follow, putting you into this self-perpetuating momentum of awesomeness for who you are. You can get this it's a 5 CD course. You can have it free. You can download it right now. You can go to paulsantisifeelings.com. That's paulsantisifeelings.com. paulsantisifeelings.com. You can download it right now and listen to it. Like I said, it's a wonderful course. You'll really enjoy going through it. And also, make sure you visit paulsantisimeditations.com. That is the main website that we have, paulsantisimeditations.com. On that site, there's dozens more of free audios, and you can see all the wonderful audios, the audio programs, the trainings, the courses, the meditations, the videos, and all the products and services that are available. And comment away as well on this audio. Leave a comment. Let me know how this podcast made you feel, and you can download this as well. Download it, listen to it over and over and over again, and there are links below. Okay, let's end it here. I'm thirsty. I want a sip of water. And I want to play a song for you that I created. And I really can't rap or sing, so don't hold it against me. And I'm not trying to. So I call this, what I create, magnetic poetry. It's the only thing I can think of that's not singing or rapping, okay? It's the only thing that people will be like, Paul, what are you trying to do? So it's poetry. It's open-ended. Poetry has huge variations. There's no right or wrong way to read or preach poetry. And I will tell you, it's titled, It's Your Time. It has a powerful message. And also look at the screen right now. And there's information on how you can download it's a free app on iTunes and Google Play. Paul Santisi Music Mastermind Radio, where we have hundreds and hundreds of feel-good, pure, positive songs, all created with an intention for you, the listener, to feel better about yourself. This radio app will blow your mind. It will keep your vibration high. We have all genres, all intention. It's all awesome. That's it, folks. I'm Paul Santisi. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time for podcast number 4. Santisi, out.
Let it go, gotta let it go. Keep living your life, 'cause it's your time. Your time, your time, your time. Let it go, you gotta let it go. Keep living your life, 'cause it's your time. Your time, your time, your time.
I have some words that I need to speak. These words I am about to share will instantly create abundance from within. I'm going to tell you how it is, and the reason is no one else will say this. Well, not this way. Others avoid sharing the truth, and the reason is greed. I am here with you. This is your time. Together we will become great. This is my intention. Step on through to this dimension. I am Paul Santisi, and it is my obsession to encourage, empower, and love those of you who have dreams and desires in life. Even if you don't know the way, I want you to know that it's okay. The truth is that it's simple and fun, as you will see. Everything you hear and see will begin to zing. The way you look out, the way you perceive, will begin generating feelings of bliss that will set you free.
Let it go, gotta let it go. Keep living your life, 'cause it's your time. Your time, your time, your time. Let it go, you gotta let it go. Keep living your life, 'cause it's your time. Your time, your time, your time.
We all struggle at times in life. We all feel emotions that make us feel weak. We connect with some and not to others. The secret is that it's all good. Perfect is a better word. We need to experience contrast in emotion to clarify what we want and what we don't. This is how we create our own future. It's okay to feel. It's okay to relate. It's okay to embrace yourself and others. No need to impress anyone, just yourself. No matter what you choose to do or how you want to do it, as long as it feels good during the journey, this will automatically raise your vibration and the road to your dreams will magically appear. You'll begin to travel along this perfect road that you create. The magic in this moment is now, and you are the gift. This is your time. Embrace yourself. And together, we got this.
Let it go, gotta let it go. Keep living your life, 'cause it's your time. Your time, your time, your time. Let it go, you gotta let it go. Keep living your life, 'cause it's your time. Your time, your time, your time.
My question to you is this. So what's next? Are you ready to shine bright? Are you ready to show the world how amazing you are? 3, 2, 1. Everything holding you back has just been released. You are responsible for what you have or what you don't. So point the finger at yourself and be thankful that you are alive in this moment and take charge of yourself. This is your time. This is the moment that you chose to create. You are in complete control. Now focus on your dreams. Create the life you desire by generating the feelings of already received. Let's together right now broadcast to the universe how amazing I know you are. Amplify yourself and emanate pure love. Feel from within. Smile, create, embrace yourself. You are free.
Let